Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I've just come back from a holiday party, and so I dressed up. You know, got my tie, got my vest. Let me let you see. I even have a pocket watch. Look at that. A working pocket watch, I might add. So, anyway, all my cool snazziness aside, let's play some Ace Attorney. We're gonna go up against the least snazzy of them all, the Carnies. All right. After the first trial, Nick, what is it? Got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. I can do that one, I think. Wait, how do you do it? It's like, oh, maybe I can't. Is it? Oh wait, it's like this, right? Like you do something like that, maybe. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. They'll take all the fun out of magic you trying to figure it out. Oh, Maya. What would we do without you? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even had Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. It was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Yeah, but what about the monkey? What about this? Maya's got nothing. Can you believe this cost 3 months of pay? 3 months! Trillo doesn't skimp when it comes to Regina. He's really in love. Looks like a real glass stone. Experience is amazing. Bet Money would love to get his hands on this again. Have to give this back to Trillo sometime. I'm just curious if Maya has anything to say about some of the evidence we have. 20 pounds, huh? That's pretty heavy. Especially since the only thing inside was a small bottle of pepper. The more you think about it, the more it starts to make your head hurt. But compared to tomorrow, this will all be a happy memory. Tomorrow? Don't get ahead of yourself, Maya. Let's concentrate on today. Pepper, huh? You want to know something, Nick? I love to put pepper on my hamburgers. But I also like to put pepper on peanut butter and chili. I like salt and pepper. I really do. It adds a lot of flavor to everything. But peanut butter and jelly? You think I'm weird? Yes. You don't seem to be in a very good mood today. Of course I'm not. I had to find a criminal who has discovered the ability to fly. Yeah, I guess that would put you in a bad mood. Nothing. Oh, Max used a broken bottle to crack Ben over the head? No. It broke because Max cracked Ben over the head with it. He must have really hit him hard then. Guess I should give it a try, for research purposes. Come here. Got a nice bottle right here for you, Nick. Yow! That's weird, it didn't break. Of course it didn't. You hit me with a plastic bottle. Maya is a violent woman, isn't she? Oh, there's actually stuff here. Not a big fan of either one of them. I guess putting a poster of a magician in a law office is kind of strange. No stranger than a poster of a hunk of junk carrying around a spear. Looking at this really makes you think about things, doesn't it? Like what? No matter how great a medium I become, there's no way I could make this kind of money. So it's money you're after? You only live life once, right? Well then, you might as well live it fabulously. I don't agree. I think that you should live comfortably. No matter how you look at it, this is definitely Max's silk hat. There's even a feather stuck in it. There's something wrong with this hat though. Moe's testimony, right? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. That's what he said, but the hat was found on the ground at the scene. Really is a mystery. Alright, well, why don't we go to the detention center to talk to Max a little bit. December 29th. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximum Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. Be aired live. That's pretty good. Hey! That sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. You don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to steal to a real prison break. Seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. That's funny. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says. It wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Just thinking about this in court today. I got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers of this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. Or sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. Suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happened to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage! This is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. Oh, I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions. The acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain it that. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick. How about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Alright. Could this actually be useful? Like... what, This isn't admissible to court, right? There's nothing else to talk about, right? No. Although I do wonder... Can he tell me anything about the monkey? Yes, I'd like you to sign the monkey for me. He doesn't have anything to say about the, Max, how could you? How could you hit poor Ben over the head with this? I've been thinking about that lately. But he did call me a no-good, talentless hack of a fast food magician. I mean, Trillo said that? Not Ben, right? There is no Trillo or Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. I guess you're right. He's not wrong. It wouldn't be right to just hide behind a puppet all the time, I thought. I assume that he uses Trillo to, like, say his real feelings on the matter. This is definitely my silk hat. I don't suppose I'm allowed to wear it anymore, am I? Max, this one of your excellent symbols, right? That's right. Honestly, though, I only like it because of the feather in the brim. Oops. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Curious if there's anything to talk about with, like... box, maybe? Alright. Let's head to the circus. Hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. You ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but... Trillo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You got to be on your own someday. Can't handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Oh. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give it up until I said we tried his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquist night. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible! See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you got a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. First we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and... Oh shoot, I just clicked the wrong button. What would you have thought if he... Excuse me. If he wasn't wearing that symbol? What do you think, Ben? What? I really thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I'm telling you, they saw the monkey. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's what I'm waiting for even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? We got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Well, you like this is part of being in love. So, if you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love. That's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Yeah, because she's been waiting for Nick. Completing her training. I don't know. From what Pearl says and everything, it makes me think that, like, maybe Maya has a thing for Nick. Maybe? So how is this new routine working out? Well, you two just take a chill pill already. Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. Be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words. I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Bro, your bout will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but, wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. Gotta be a part of this, too. Would you mind taking a look at this? Guess we don't need to look at this after all. Really? Okay, so we're gonna get a bunch of ums. Just curious if they have anything to say about any of the evidence at all. I'm so really curious about the monkey. He doesn't even have anything to say about the bottle that broke over his head. What a guy. Alright, well, thanks, Ben. Should we, you know, let's go after Mo first. Ow! It's you two. Oh, you just got hit by a truck. Oh, sorry. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. Been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Commer told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Maybe he's an energy vampire. Like in What We Do in the Shadows. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Commer's always got her eyes on us. So that's a little concerning. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Looks like she wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It's the killer passed right by this window, pal. I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Franziska Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Nothing new to examine, right? We saw that one yesterday. Or last session. Is, you know, there's not really a lot to go off of. Okay, well let's talk to Mo. Excuse me. I just came back from a holiday party, by the way, and so I had a lot of random, what do you call those? Hors d'oeuvres? The like finger food, like all the little things to eat while you like schmooze about and talk to people and whatnot. I had a bunch of those, and so apologies for any gastral noises. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. Sure, you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. Love or hate it. Saw that right. The joke's on you indeed. Don't think any of this is new. Okay. And we can't go to the acrobat's room until Franziska is done. So we might as well go ahead and move into the big top. Maybe we'll find something out by talking to Regina. Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Let's go to the cafeteria first. Oh, Mo's here. Right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. Alright. You know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? I don't know, Mo. Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Meh, wrong again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. That's pretty good. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. He's probably happy about Max possibly getting canned. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it's a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? Well, I saw what I saw, I swear! That creep just flew through the air? Wasn't exactly flying per se, more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych log. Must be telling the truth. How does he feel if we present him with Max's award?
Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximum Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous.
A bust, you say? That sounds like something that someone could use as a silhouette. And they could dress it all up. Someone short, perhaps?
He's in the picture, I think.
That would also explain how the hat went away from the crime, but was also left there, maybe?
He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow down to his greatness.
He's got a big bust. Wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Okay, that's good to know.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? Say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
Disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool.
Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Oh.
Alright. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's sitting of a bad joke.
Nope. No, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet mo is a good mo in my book.
Guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there's one. Shoot. Tell us.
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Whoa!
Yikes. It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer?
Yep, that's what it says. But the rest of it's been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yeah. The ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing?
Nick, we better follow up on this important lead. The morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. Well, that's the when Max clunked Ben over the head. Sorry, I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it.
So you don't know what was written on it, do you?
Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know.
Who were they?
Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning.
Alright. Let's go ask Ben about this. He doesn't have anything to say about it, really? Huh. He doesn't have a thing to say about any of it. That seems kind of weird, don't you think? Alright. Hey Max, you want to tell me about this? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, What in the world is written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. Sure, you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. Should we ask him about his bust as well? No. Apparently not. Alright, so let's go to the ringmaster room. I don't think I'd gone in here yet. Is Regina in here, by chance? Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why do you do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of a tailcoat. You know, got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check things out, Nick. I knew it! It's perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Interesting. There's mud on the table. So someone called him out there, huh? Or actually, maybe we should talk to Mo about it? Ooh, apparently so. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just think about it's making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner. Bad. There's our broken ass. Everything's the same. We've read that before. Cooking duty. The bulletin board. Alright, let's leave. I don't think we're getting anything special out of this. Let's go to the lodging house. Hey, Gumshoe. Also, there was a cookie swap tonight, and so I brought home a a cup of cookies. It's pretty great. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma. Nick? What is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Oh! It's biting his lashes from a whip. There she is. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? God, look at that. Look at that face! How can you not think that she's cute? You didn't jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. The day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags in your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness? You mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons room to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about her. Gotta try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Ooh, Maya with the zing. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. Oh, you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You want to understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I have to see him again. One more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. The plot goes thicker. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. Fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over. What do we get to find out? He vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Aye. Nick, what does she mean? It's actually a death? Not actually a death, is it? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, the case after that one. He never set foot in court again. And then one day, he just vanished. So it was his... It's not really his death, right? It's just his death as a prosecutor. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. A few months after he left to go back home. After Mr. Edgeworth. He's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm gonna find him. And then, I'm gonna teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again. Okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you. Him, too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh, there's an actual person here, not just a monkey. Color me surprised. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling? Like dangling? Or kindling? Ken Dingling? Kindling? But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you remember the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Oh, I didn't even notice the wheelchair. Aw. Oh, that sucks. Although I guess upper bodies. So does he like walk the tightrope with his arms? That's pretty impressive. Huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. They're all shiny things. And a tuba. It's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. And he has a... Huh, that looks fine to me. You really think he plays basketball? Monkeys live life above the rim. You're joking, right? You think the monkey hasn't got proverbial game? Of course! That monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. What is she even saying? Acro really loves monkeys. The bed is incredibly well made. Almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. There's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Alright, let's talk to our friend here. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. So I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughters. Wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Perhaps. Before we keep going through his dialogue options. Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can believe such a cute girl as an animal tamer? Seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she could be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. Is she the reason he's in a wheelchair? Sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. You can't walk now? Can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during the acrobatic session, right? Ooh, he's got some stuff to hide. Cyclops. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? When the world went on at the circus then? Stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's why I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? Absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? Oh, I hope you're walking. That's good. I wonder... I have to imagine... I gotta imagine that I don't have the evidence I need for it. But knowing that I need evidence, though, that makes me think that maybe we head over to the big top? Although I wonder, maybe we could squeeze some information from other people by asking them. I should have known better that this guy wouldn't be any use, though. I wonder if Regina would talk to us, though. Ooh, here we go. Also, probably Max would probably let us know. Oh god, it's the tiger. Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Steak, heal! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? I want to ask her about Acro. Oh, that's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have many nice things to say about Regina, but Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Been a good friend of my dad for a very long time. My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Oh, interesting. A motive, perhaps? Motive. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. Okay. Yeah, we read that one before. Alright, tell me a little bit about Russell. The pity what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man.
He was. I love my dad so much. Hate to say it, but she doesn't seem that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked to my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. Got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything was alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up. Why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? Must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. Got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Leave it all up to us. There's no turning down that request. Yeah, you really gonna do it? Okay. Does she have anything else to chat about at all? Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. You don't say. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. When I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. Or then I go. So maybe she picked it up from Acro's room? Yep. Since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. To the murderer, huh? Huh. Something tells me that Acro's leg incident is tied up in this. And then what? And I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Interesting. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago. I have conclusive evidence what took place. Interesting. Maybe we have more than I thought on Acro right now. Does she know anything about the bust? There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay. Does she have anything to say about the award? Nope. Does she know anything about the box? Or the pepper? Oh, she knows something about the pepper. That's pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria? It's from the cafeteria. It's not? I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of pepper. Interesting. It's in the cafeteria. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Wait, I know what it is. Burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque. aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce.
They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger.
One bite will send you to hamburger heaven.
I bet. You can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you gonna do?
That's all I've thought about after these past 2 days.
Everyone loved Russell.
You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger?
He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder.
Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset?
Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown.
I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue though. Max.
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance.
Probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy? You know? What are you talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. Nothing at all.
It must be the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yeah, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
No. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if everyone could get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you're talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Ooh, we have 2 locks going on at the circus tonight. Now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Those old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, huh? Okay. I think I have 2 things that involve 6 months ago.
Let's see. To the murderer. That's far from polite. Why did you find the rest of this note anyway?
Maybe that's why I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo.
I didn't need to worry about it. You should have shown it to me.
All right, let's try it. Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus?
Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there. Some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, kinda got an idea what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? The cause of the accident. The cause of the accident. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It's a monkey, a box, pepper. I'm gonna present the pepper. What if, like, the reason the pepper was in the box is because, like, Acro, like, sneezed or something and then, like, fell off the trapeze? Looks tasty. Yeah, no. The cause of the accident. Cause of the accident. I'm gonna go ahead and reload just because health is important. The cause of the... Stepladder. The lights. We've seen that before. What else could we find? Like, the cause of an accident for a trapeze artist. Makes me think maybe the busted... We already examined the busted trampolines. I shouldn't present this again, right? Some sort of soap opera, kind of strange. I wonder... We might be able to get more information from Max, perhaps? We're not getting anything from him, right? Alright, detention center it is. Ooh, there's more dialogue. They must have taken Max in for questioning again. Or is there anything that we need to ask him right now? But I wanted to ask him. I wanted to ask him about it though. Maybe we can get further with Acro, perhaps? Ooh, wait, there's more stuff in Mo's room. I was just gonna go re-examine the trampoline. Mo's not here. I thought I hear something. Stop it, Nick, you're scaring me. Oh, it's the fucking monkey. Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. Oh, it's the thing for, what's-her-face? That's it, that's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay.
Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch.
Oh, I'm speaking monkey back to it. Wait, did it work? Tried to have a monkey to monkey talk with him, I really did. Nick, you. I swiped it while money was distracted. Wow, that was actually the right choice for once. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Oh, don't put that there, that's mean. I'm gonna save. And then I kinda wanna see what does he think about this? Nothing, huh? Oh, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. What about this? What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. This got something to do with her. You should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. I don't know, man. I think you have a bit more to do with it. Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt the mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? Tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine, it was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Hmm. He just loves to cause nothing but trouble with that cute little monkey. But don't you think he's using a tiger to scare him is a bit much? Huh? Why is that? Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. Radiant's just a little kitten. She's seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. Okay, I saw that before. She really doesn't have anything to say? There's nothing of note here. We took the thing out from there. We gotta break one of those locks. We can't present the Leonta, right? Like, I'm curious how he died. Like, if him dying involved, like, the trapeze accident at all, you know? Still surprised that he's so useless. Yeah, okay. And Mo's not much help either. Does he know anything about Afro? He's been a very private guy. When he came here, he was only about 10 years old. We just started the very big circus around the time that Russell took him in. It's really hard memories to bring out. Echo was so happy to join the circus. Especially grateful to the ringmaster. I'm sure he's grateful to you too. Huh? It's grateful to me too? Yeah, shucks, you guys are exaggerating. Did you know so much you can tell that he's embarrassed? Now, his luck. I want to see if Regina's vest thing for her tiger or lion, whatever it is, has anything to do with it. What in the world happened? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? Oh wait, do I not have it anymore? I guess I give it back. Blunt force trauma. The hat. Is it Regina? Looks tasty. Bruh. It's gotta be an actual thing, it's not a profile, it seems. I didn't miss my chance, right? The cause of the incident. The monkey? No. Max isn't the cause of it, right? No. Alright, never mind. Alright, in that case, I'm surprised that she took the thing away from me though.
There's gotta be something else. So what is he actually hiding me? Is it actually like easy to solve? Like easier than the two things? About the wheelchair. I have to ask you how you were injured. I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, you have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me the practice accident was cause of your injury? I mean, conclusive evidence here. Alright, Acro, just tell me the truth. You mind if I ask a question first? What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? Something that could injure him. An accident during practice. Nope. A practice accident was the cause of your injury. Not your monkey, right? What else could it be? Pepper? Stupid box? Like... Nope. Man, this seems like a nightmare right now. Like... So we're missing evidence for 5 locks, right? And they all involve this accident, and unfortunately Max is in question right now. Let's go back to the office. Maybe we can get a hint about what to do. Do you really think the criminal flew through the air? Maybe we could show the bust to Max, or not to Max. Sorry, to Mo. Like, are you sure this is like this isn't the thing you could? Oh wow, okay. Can't stand Max's attitude sometimes, but lately. Just lately, I've started to understand what he's always going on about. What is it then? Well, not sure if I can explain all that well just yet. I think it's impossible. Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Not this picture. Oh, never mind. We got that. You show me the bust. Get over it. I don't know. Actually, did I check to see if, does Regina have any more dialogue options? Aha! She does! Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know. Gah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina? Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. I think I know where this is going. Thank you, Regina. Let's go back to have a chat with Mo. Hopefully we'll get through his second piece as well. Okay. This wouldn't have to be the cause of the accident, would it be? Fuck. Wrong button. I meant back as in go back to the evidence. Because it's not in profile, it's in the evidence apparently. So. Heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... Well, I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting your head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. You never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't claim up me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised. He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo? Is this the person you promised wouldn't say anything? Must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No. No way! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Such a sad-looking clown. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No. But it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's... Coma? This isn't Acro, is it? This is someone related to Acro, maybe. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobatic team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why do you do that? I don't know. That's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Yikes. Some sick grin. No way. That's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick? Can lions smile? Never told the police about the incident. Checkers would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. That's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you do have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Nice. What a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Curly, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, ever seen a cuter sneezer? Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Oh, Bat. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Interesting. When you think about it, he really was a good guy. He truly liked Regina. Try anything to get her attention. Seems like a good guy. Back then, Acro was always laughing. But I guess that everything backstage at the circus isn't always rosy. I see. Harder than you think, making people laugh all the time. Well, thank you very much, Mo. I think I'm going to ask Regina about him. Sorry? Okay. Never mind then. We talked about Leon. Okay, what about the pepper? Ooh, that's pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. Huh? From the cafeteria? I don't remember seeing it there. She's not a big fan of pepper. Interesting. Alright. I think we might have enough to finally break through. Ah, Mr. Wright back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding while his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, seems you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay. Doesn't want to talk about that. Okay. All right, let's break them down. About the wheelchair. Have to ask you, how were you injured? Sorry, I thought we talked about this. And it was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. Line. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your industry? Was the lion the cause? Hang on. And 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion.
That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. Just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me phrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight to save someone. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, did you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. The broken Acro's last cyclog. Must be in one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being so evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. Got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina is incapable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. Got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Ah, I overdid it again. But if I can hand him something, if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. This. Because he put it into her pocket. He didn't mean for it to be the ringmaster. This. Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board. In the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. I wonder if there's, like, I know the whole point is, as a defense attorney, you're supposed to defend your client. But I kind of wonder if they ever have a case where you're, like, actually trying to get someone who did something off. Like, even if you don't know it or something. That would be an interesting twist. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? Absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Did he know how dangerous that is? They all thought he was being stupid too. That lying was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, at this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. Went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. Oh. I see. Still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf, if you don't mind. Oh, fuck off, Von Karma. Miss Von Karma. Already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Do you think there was like meat or like Leon's favorite snack or something on the napkin? Maybe, and that's why he bit down so happily? Now what are we to do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. Figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come back. All beginning to come together now. Is it though? Good stuff. That was a longer. That was a longer examination than I thought it would be. Probably because I missed the spot where they had you know, Leon coming out as a conversation element. That's so good. It's like a peanut butter cookie with a chocolate like kiss on top of it. I'm debating right now whether to do this or not. Because we did the trial. Or sorry, we did the investigation. We could do the trial with the investigation now. It's just that it's gonna go a little bit long. Like, we've only been live for an hour and a half or so. But it's 10 o'clock and it is relatively tiring. Alright. We only have one witness to go through though, right? Maybe it won't be too bad. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like you're usually sparkling self today. Always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina. How fabulous. My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? My sweetie pie princess doesn't, yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different. Don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Okay, he's not really a thing. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo.
Top of the morning, governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my. Thanks.
So how are you today, Wright?
Well, got that feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means there won't be to press him like I can the other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
Guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro to the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees us all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her here to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
I mean, this is like breaking to a kid that Santa Claus is generally helped by their parents and doesn't actually come through the chimney. They don't take it so well.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order. Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are not prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Or gumshoe.
Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Okay, so apparently we can't press too much during this, is what that seems to say. And he brought his birds. The name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Right, he didn't go to the hospital until the next day. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What if the box is a counterweight to like lift the bust up into the air? Oh. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It's Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. He only saw it from behind, huh? This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared in the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice. By a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, let's save, because I feel like this is going to be a landmine-filled area. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It's Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Can I press here, or does every press mean bad? The lighting in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. Something fishy. I mean... yeah, you only saw the back of him. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony. There's a contradiction, and prove it with evidence. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? This one. Nothing. I only saw him from behind. Okay, so we can press him on it, but we can't contradict him yet. You heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Can I know a little bit more about that? When did you start thinking about what you saw wasn't a dream? That's a good question. That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just make sure let's ask the witness. Now, objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. The challenge will be to expose his lies in court. And put the pedal to the metal, Nick! There's nothing to press there. But I mean, we might as well. One would thus assume that you turn the lights off in your room. Okay, so we narrow in the lights a lot. It's so bright it makes it hard to sleep. Wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Really? I never really thought of that. Guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Alright, we pressed on this before. I don't think I have... I don't have anything that could, like, contradict that at all, right? Like... oh, wait a minute. Time of death 10:15. Time of death 10:15. But he went to bed at 10? Oh, it's just after 10 p.m. I mean, just after includes 10:15 by Phoenix Wright logic, right? Yeah, no. Okay. I figure it wouldn't work, but it was worth a shot. You saw someone flying. Are you sure? Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Setting aside the possibility of a mannequin and action figure is possible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify to the truth and only the truth, just if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. To strengthen his testimony. I think that we could prove it wrong with the bust. Like, I just want to present this bust. This, what in the world is this? Ew. Just don't get it, Mr. Phoenix, right? But we didn't actually lose anything that time, which is kind of surprising. Saw someone flying right by my window. But no one could be actually flying. It does make me want to present this, even though like we just tried to and it didn't quite work. But they also like made it sound like I should be presenting it like this. But I guess not. But I've pressed them on everything, right? And there's not really any contradiction. All I really have is pressing. Alright, so I'm gonna press and then click through everything. Maybe this is another one of those cases where you have to press a bunch and then like it moves on to the next stage. Room is on the 3rd floor, right? You could hear it outside. So I mean, it was snowing that night. Does Von Kammer have different reactions at all for each press? Like that might indicate to us which thing was bad? No, because she did that as well. The lighting room was turned off. He fled the scene with his hat on. The safety lights. I know the air conditioner wasn't on, or that thing, but that doesn't have to do with it. I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. It's not important. Put the pedal to the metal. Where's the lie? Heard a thump noise. Which, that matches what Mo's testimony. And I saw someone flying. Right by my window. See, this is the part that feels wrong. We got the statue. We have blunt trauma. We have the 3 symbols. We have the hat found at the crime scene. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. But the hat was found on the scene of the crime. No. I only saw him from behind. There's gotta be something there that tells us. Man, I don't know. Someone. You sure it was Max? Famed for his aerial illusions. That can't be it. There's gotta be something. You could see a human fly by your window. The person's back. I couldn't see the white roses on the front. So he does talk about the symbols. I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. So, like I said before, that matches with what Mo said, but didn't we contradict Mo before with, you know, the fact that this thing says this, and also the fact that there's only one of these hats? Let's try it through the pressing. It didn't work when I used the other one, but maybe it works when you press? I guess so. I guess it doesn't work when you just press or when you just present. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult, considering the state I'm in. Looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is handmade. One-of-a-kind model made only for Maximo and Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. You okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright?
What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Match. Acro was dreaming. Acro is the real culprit. Are we just... This seems bold, to say the least. Does he have a grudge against Max? No, right? Like, they're mad at each other, probably, because everyone's mad at each other with Max, but... Whoops. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. We are accusing a man in a wheelchair of murdering someone. I guess he could have thrown a box out the window. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. Is it because he thinks he has, like, a perfect thing? He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. Can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true, but the monkey only listens to him, right? I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. Got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter that as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? No. No, he doesn't have a trained monkey. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Oh, order, order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I had to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. But I can't stop now. If I stopped attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then this eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was in his room, right? Like, he has to be. Because he would, I bet you he's got like a pulley system or something, or like he threw the thing out. Like he threw the box at him, and that's why there's no whatchamacallits. But why? So like he tried to call Regina out. And then why would he? Oh. What if he wasn't? He can't look out the window, right? He can, like, so he probably waited until someone, like he heard someone outside and then threw the box out, assuming it would be Regina, but it was actually the ringmaster. That's Acro's room?
pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Most likely saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here, you have to reload your save. I can't mess up here. I gotta give this one serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while I was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us on when Mr. Dingling committed the crime. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of a murder against Russell Berry? I bet you he fucking tossed this box at him. The freaking birds. Like he's a Disney character. I think you should try again. Especially before someone gets the chance to say something. Yeah, you're probably right. So as I was saying, this piece of evidence... Stop! Stop! Wait, I say! Before you start over, you must be penalized. Wait. What? Oh! Wait. Hold on. What if I've been a little bit wrong the whole time? What if the box was already out there? Right? Or something like that. What if the reason why the bust flew was because he threw it out in the first place? Like he throws the bust out, it hits the dude, and then he pulls it back up so it looks like it was flying. So that would be not the box, but the bust. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem was with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust, and because it is life size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Yeah. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximum Galactica's ample bust. Order. Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from things. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? On karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Is that how ruse is spelled? I thought it was only 4 letters. Absolutely no need for such a testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't you see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That will almost sink to any low to win a case. Alright, Hakro's physical state. Let's save. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? I don't know about that. I have no doubts in regard to this witness testimony. It is impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Can't let her get to me. Gotta focus. Ugh. Alright, let me save. Now, it's not surprising, right, to figure out that. Strong upper body from working as an acrobat. Only my legs were injured. So, like, let's look. So, there's nothing there. That's true. However, lifting the bus and looking at the window would have been impossible. That's probably not true. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Be unrealistic to drop the bus on him. So like this is an assertion, right? So how would he have known? He knows that he's in the plaza. The box. The ringmaster was hunched over the box. Why? So we're asserting he killed him with the bust, right? Which means the box isn't the murder weapon that I thought it was. I don't know why the box would be out there. Although, like, I was thinking earlier about, like, to make the thing fly, you'd have to throw something heavy, right? And so I was thinking, like, oh, maybe, like, the box was on the other end of a pulley, and he threw it down. But that wouldn't really explain why the ringmaster was, like, slumped over the box, right? There's not a lot, excuse me, not a lot going on there. Make sure the crime scene. But I mean, if that was the case with the pulley system and that kind of thing, how would he even get on the box? The monkey takes care of him. Other shiny things. Pepper.
Where's that too? Where was the box? I'm trying to think. Like in Acro's room, there was a pile of crap on one side. There was weights sort of near the bed. Was there anything by the window? Did I press him a little bit on this? Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the remaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the remaster head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. I could prove it somehow. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. If he slumped over the box, then it means the box was there, right? The box has a piece of pepper on it. We sent a note, well, we didn't mean to, but we sent a note via Regina to tell him to come to the plaza at 10 p.m. If you walked into a plaza that you were called to specifically, and there was a box, would you look inside of it? Because if he put the box down, then he would know he would be there, right? Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. I wonder if we could have just presented the picture. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was... Sorry, the same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Ooh. When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Alright. Order. Order. Order! This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingley, of course. He connected it to a rope, then all he had to do was lower it down. Down. Allow me to whip some sense into you. Down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. Had the most peculiar feature. The size of the box, the weight of the box, the contents of the box. It's they're like the victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It was a small but strong lock. The pepper doesn't matter. The weight is weird because it's 20 pounds, but still small. But that's also because it's small or big? I don't know. I'll start with the first one. The box is a remarkable size. Size? Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box is very large. To lift it up, one would have been required to squat. I mean that one would have to take it up in both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box also has a carrying handle on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Phew! The first thing was right, so that's good. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? Heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's busts? It was in the kitchen? Right? It's in the kitchen? Yeah. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? Like you remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Monkey. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that! Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. There's no place to get perplexed. Gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright. Your explanation, please. I'm pretty sure it's the monkey. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria? Monkey! A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Huh. Those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Yeah. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, be on the market for a new roommate. Oh, he's not really, you know, shying away from it, is he? Order, I said, order, Von Kammer. Where's the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. A rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then? Oh, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. You mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I thought we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Not moron. Smart. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular and so a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. For HUD, you've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, hey, Lord Examon. Sleep well. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ugh. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. It's my chance to turn the trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you do if you don't say before a critical junction? Who was the murderer the clown saw? Dude, that's easy. He saw the bust. Like, it looks like him, and he only saw the silhouette. Wow, rude, Von Kammer. I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Most that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot. Who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? I mean, see, the first instinct here is to go for Acro, right? Because Acro's the one who dropped the damn thing onto him. But is the cloak shiny enough for the monkey to steal? And are we assuming that it was the cloak that that Max had, or was it a different cloak? Who put the cloak on the bust? So one of the things that we thought about before, wait, hold on. Clown testimony and Ben's testimony was that the ringmaster went by them, right? Or rather, it could have been the ringmaster, but also they testified that he was that they thought it was Max at first, right? Because they were wearing the coat, maybe. So then, what if when they knocked Ben on the head with the bust, the cards and whatnot, like, caught the jacket and lifted it up? That seems kind of far-fetched, but it would make sense because if he was wearing the cloak and gets knocked down, then they would pick it up, right? Because I don't think the monkey would be able to get the cloak, especially because Max had the cloak right up until the murder, so the only person who would have it would be Russell. Fool! Him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. Finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyway. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then, he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance to the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Benentrillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, yeah, it's pretty magical. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. It could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale, but do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Von Karma, there's only one thing that matters. Oh, man. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? If they say they want evidence, just explain how there can only be one possible murder weapon method. But there's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present something evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you've unraveled the trick to this magic case. Okay, so he said Moe's testimony was off. Picture of the crime scene. Salary negotiations. The max promo thing. Okay. Orange juice bottle. Stupid monkey. The lion. Blunt force. Pepper? It would it be the no. Photo of Max's award ceremony. The note. It's not this, is it? I think I might have chosen wrong. try again. Oh. No. Hard proof that you've unraveled the trick. Most testimony. Most testimony was that he saw the hat and cloak. Does the bus have the roses? It doesn't. It looks like it. It looks like it doesn't have the roses. But did he testify that he had the roses? If he only saw, if Mo's testimony was that he only saw the two, then he couldn't have seen Max. He couldn't have seen Max's three symbols. The problem is Max's three symbols. Ah, I'm right. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times yesterday, during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. What about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. Because it was backwards. The clown said there were no white roses. You see, try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course! I can explain all of it. What's that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Or was he saying they were, like, cut off? Or just that they were hidden? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order. Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theories still sound a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? You did. Then maybe you understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. But he wasn't trying to kill the ringmaster. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life until now. What do we do? No doubt that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. Really? There can't be another trial or another investigation, right? Like we're so close to the end. Like we must be. Can't believe it. Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. To think he was almost the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey pal, you're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, forget it. Going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? That's some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Oh. He cleaned the murder weapon with this, didn't he? Yep. I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Kammer be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Kammer didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean nothing's ever decided until the very end? What do you mean by that very end part? I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Ow! Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package in the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? What is he, Homelander? Court is now back in session. Miss Von Kammer, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dinglin. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. About the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone can think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? That'd be my last chance to answer that question. Yes! The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Okay. Let's get to saving. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the thing became an acrobat around 9 years old. Wanted to find a way to pay them. Okay. I need, like, more. My brother Sean and I. What, you have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we're not bitter about what happened to us. Because it allows us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. Got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Yeah. No crying in court. Let's keep going. The witness may proceed. That's when you took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? It's like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. Is one of these pressing things gonna, like, get to Regina? Because that's the profile that, like, I want to present. What about other people in the circus? It's over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. So I was always thinking what I could do to help him. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? No, he seems like a nice guy. Which is what makes this so difficult. How long have you been a performer? Became an acrobat at around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dingling Bear. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. That is such a shitty name. I heard them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're a truly remarkable young man. Maybe... Do you have any trouble with the ringmaster? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Wright. You better think hard. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. Been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. Trying to chase down the truth, but I'm just looking like a jerk. Think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man will kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? No. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. Obvious from the start, he wants Regina dead. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? Believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order. Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice, if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ah. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? You're fucking right I am. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ah! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see proof. Present evidence that Acro was out to kill this girl. I have that. Right here. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father... the ringmaster saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up at that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How would you do that? I ended up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza, and that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolish fool with foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that's alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I have no idea. No, I know all about it. We did our research. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Poor. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, Herpes, tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. Again, answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... not... oh, actually... no. No, the evidence was given by the... it was Acro who put... he put this in the box. Right? And there was all that talk about the lion smiling, right? Like it maybe was being fed. And Regina said that she wasn't a big fan of Pepper, right? But that doesn't mean the lion isn't. And a way to make a scarf get bitten, maybe, is that she spiced up the scarf? Or Or maybe she didn't do that intentionally. Maybe, like, she sneezed on the scarf? I don't know. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Think Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? That would be Bat. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina. She did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingley. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by training. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They won't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. You think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? No. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at this. Look at this. It's stained with what? That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Oh, she was trying to make the lion sneeze, wasn't she? Hey, watch the sound. The bird! The bird! Excuse me, Mr. Wright. Done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however... Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Was an accident. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me what I said was true? Acro. You don't mean... You can't mean witness! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going. It's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem has always been evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? Didn't Gumshoe say they made a mock-up? Bird. You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, if it was covered with the victim's blood, that'll be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. It's the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. See how things work out, or requests. Let's see how it works out. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why aren't you gonna search his room? So you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of uncommon total justice. I guess. I figured with you that that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Kammer never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. We took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lacked the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that's relevant here, that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now? Where is it? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is, I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? I don't know, is he sitting on it? Seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ugh. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Objection? Hold it. Who said hold it? Maya? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present his case. So I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Now. Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck! Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Spoken like someone who's hiding evidence. Like a chess player hides their tools to win.
Walking the tightrope with logic, there's no room for a false step.
Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where's Max's bust now?
In the lodging house, in the big top, or somewhere in the courtroom. It's gotta be in the courtroom because we're not gonna leave. It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all.
The bench,
the prosecutor's bench, or the witness stand. I'm going with butt plug theory.
Acro, sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry. Didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Connor happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
We will rock you. You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them. Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How do you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. With the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? Completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape all that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her.
I know I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room?
If only I hadn't done that. Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Hakaru? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro?
He's a good dude, though. Like, put aside the fact that he tried to murder a young girl.
At least he's owning up to the death of the ringmaster. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard. Couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? Guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. Just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decide to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Oh, I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. I pondered giving myself up. But and just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. Well, screen cap that one. You're not gonna get her to say that often. Believe it, you beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point to possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. This court is adjourned. We did it. Ooh. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about all this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Well, a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats! But only at max, 1 million of them! That was pretty good. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. You worry about people too much. You can be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. Sweetie pie. That and Acro. They're never coming back. No, everyone's gonna split up. Regina? Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. Just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? No. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? Really sure I can believe that? Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Eh? I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. No, he has to live for his brother. He's not going to try to kill you again. Acro didn't want to get caught up for a reason. Or get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Till he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. No. Hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? Sorry about what happened. So whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's gonna happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. Staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I decided that I'll take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? Well, I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been. Oh. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. Can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. That would be kind of amusing, right? At a circus, like every seat has a has a whoopee cushion. Because yesterday's surprise raid really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It's just a theory. Becker really was the killer. I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. He's fucking alive! Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he changed. Oh! Is he wearing a blue jacket? Is he gonna be a defense attorney? Brand new episode has been added. Yes, I will save. Thank you very much. We'll save twice. I don't even want to see the next part, like the like intro cutscene and whatnot, because I want to save that for next time. I don't want like any spoilers. So I Alt F4, I suppose. The moment I've been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Oh wait, is this still? Who will be our hero of heroes? This is still the circus, right? What the fuck is this? I'm exiting that now. That looks ridiculous, and I imagine that this ridiculousness is going to result in Edgeworth hanging out with us. So, looking forward to that. But yeah, I gotta go to bed. I literally have meetings from like the start of my day till the end of my day tomorrow. So I will be exhausted, but I will probably see you all then. Probably gonna play trivia tomorrow night. Here, actually, sorry. Oh, I'm now backwards. Let me put this up. I'm probably going to play trivia tomorrow night. So if I do stream, it will be later on in the evening. And also, it will likely be a new game because we finished Ring Fit on Tuesday. So probably going to do something fun. Maybe a one-off. We'll see. And then for more Phoenix Wright, Thursday, what am I saying? Friday evening, we'll pick up and start in on this case. So thank you for attending the court session. It's been a pleasure wearing my vest in Pocket Watch for you. So see you all later. Have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I will catch you all later. Bye for now.